Good morning and welcome back to another episode. We're back here at Eli's place. We're still up here in Old Mapoon spending a bit of time. You can see from the last episode we just spent all day gathering, catching fish and up in a nice little river system, and got some good barramundi and a jack, which was just unreal. And then the boys wanted to collect some uckle shell, which I showed in the last video, walking through the mangroves, which was just absolutely insane. So much fun. And then yeah, came back here and just had a big cook up with everyone around the fire, and just got to sit down and just have good yarns with everyone, which was again just another humbling experience. And just the way they prep the fish and cook the fish, and you know, stuff that we don't really do or see. You know, it's a simple way, but it's just you know, done so well. So it's a lot of those ideas I'm going to take back now and continue them on and show my family as well. But everyone's just so welcoming. It's hard to put into words just how welcoming, and everyone just sort of embraces you and brings you in, and it's just like one big family. It's something I wish I could put into words, and just how thankful I am to be able to be up here and do this sort of stuff and spend the time with Eli and his family. But yeah, as for today, we're just having a coffee and going to load up the cars and head to the section on the Wenlock. So that's going to be interesting. Go chase some freshwater barra and some togas and up in the bushland up in there, and yeah, maybe camp out there tonight or come back and camp on the beach. See how it goes. So we're just out here on this little side chute off the Wenlock, and Eli mentions before, he's like, oh, I want to go get a bullock and up in the scrub here, but we may as well take the rods as well, because you know, why not? 5 minutes in, not even that, they've already got a barra, and it's just this swampy lagoon full of lilies. You can just hear the pops going off everywhere. So I'm throwing the frogs on and just doing a few small casts in here, and yeah, like I said, they've already got a barra on the board already, so I need to try and catch up.
Well, last flick, let's see if I can get another one.
What's in there? That's cute. Oh, nice.
Crab can get roasted. Yeah, we got roast up in the river.
Yeah.
So we can get some scraps.
Wee, that's wet there.
Stop it slowly. Very good, straight. Are you all the way a bit more? It's a buggy and shit. Very hard on you. Stone under it.
It's not bad, no, that's...
Stone underneath.
What's up further, like?
Yeah. We just gotta move that timber out of the way back there.
Yeah, well, we got the axe there, so you can always put logs under the wheels too.
Yeah, now we're good now from there. Yeah, that's just that one.
Yeah, sweet. Holy. What a place. Well, you gonna try and drive it?
I know, this part's been hard to get a run up to. Yeah.
Oh, getting back up. What a spot, eh?
Oh, cross it.
Hey?
One across it and stand in the middle.
Yeah, I was just looking down here. It's not too bad here. That's slippery. Holy!
Rushing, bro.
Oh, you're gonna follow me?
Yeah, bro. You're the local here.
Very shallow. Oh yeah, down in there, where that bit of an eddy is, just in there.
Yeah, you can come down.
Yeah. Yeah. I think from the footage, a lot of people would understand or realise where I am. But if you're interested in coming here, it's not hard to find. But I think this early on in the year, definitely having to push that track in to get here. It's so nice, and just appreciative of Eli bringing me here, that's for sure. By Eli and his mates. But this country up here just never seems to end. On every corner there's just something new, wild, raw, fishing, you know, the barras, the crocodiles. It's just so addictive. And you know, at the end of the day my face starts hurting just from smiling so much up here.
And that side there, that's down to the cable one is
Oh, true, okay. That's cool. We definitely need a little tinny in here, eh? Look at this. Whoa. That looks so good. Hey, that wind. What did you say? A little salty? God, it looks so fishy. I think after this little bit of a fishing session, we're just going to go back and get a little fire going on the sandy beach and just fry up one of those barrows on the coals, because hunger's definitely starting to set in now.
That's lunch. And it's time to eat.
Okay, so one flick and curry, both of them fried. So when you're baking it like that with the alfoil, the fat just goes through the meat, just like cooks it through the meat. Yeah.
When you do mullet and then you see the yellow fat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you just wanna grab it, try.
So what comes next is such an incredible experience for myself, to be a part of this hunt and chase through the bush, witnessing these men completely lock in together and work in sync with only hand gestures and signals on which way to go and which way they want to go. It was absolutely incredible. So I've decided to stop that bit of footage just there. I completely understand that it's not for everyone's viewing, for what happens after a cow is shot. But I'll explain it the best way I've been told, and you know, the way that they were telling me, and just so I can pass that little bit of information on, that, you know, these men out here, that's their livelihood. You know, they go out there and, you know, they chase down this cow and put, you know, crazy amounts of effort into catching and picking the right cow to take back home. And, you know, me being a bit naive, you know, I thought, you know, they just go out there and, you know, just willy-nilly to shoot whichever one that was the easiest. But I was humbled and completely wrong on that one. Also, you know, this feeds them for months. You know, nothing goes to waste. You know, the way they cut it up and, you know, divide it between friends and family and fill their freezers and stuff like that is just is very humbling. And, you know, it makes me more grateful from, you know, where I come back down home. Everything's so much easier to get. You know, we can just go down into the shops and pick up whatever bits and pieces we need. But, you know, these men out here, you know, they've lived like this forever, and in a sense, you know, it's a much healthier way to live. All the food is just so fresh and just incredibly tasty. Like, if you could smell some of the smells from the dinners and stuff through GoPro, I'm sure you'd agree. But I do see there's a fair bit of hate online for these men and what they do. But I think, you know, if people would just come out here and see for themselves, I think they would change their minds pretty quickly. You know, a couple of the men were telling me that people from the town come out, you know, they'll shoot an animal and just leave it on the ground and come back a few days later and then shoot the pigs that are on that animal, but just, you know, leaving all the meat behind. And yeah, just how disrespectful to the animal that really is. And like I said before, these men, nothing goes to waste. You know, it's you know, stewed, blocked, freezed, and for future dinners. And yeah, I really suggest, you know, if you want to know more about this sort of stuff, is getting in contact with these men, because they're very open. You know, they're not closed off, and the more questions you ask, the more knowledge you get on this sort of stuff. And I really think a lot of people should be coming out here and experiencing this for themselves, because I know for me, like, I'm absolutely addicted, and these men might be getting annoyed with me asking so many questions, because it's just, you know, it's all new to me, but it's just so interesting, the culture and the way they do things. And, you know, they really do live like kings out here in my eyes, because, you know, everything's fresh. You know where your food's coming from, and then everyone comes together as a massive big family. You know, sits around a big dinner table, everyone helps out, you know, the women, the children, the kids, you know, everyone, the men, you know, providing food, and, you know, everyone just sits around, and it's just this one big loving community. But yeah, that's enough on that, and we'll keep these episodes rolling.